Okay, in this video, we're going to spend just a minute to show you how easy it is to enter a subcontract. So we are looking at our project screen right here, and there's actually a couple of ways that we can enter a subcontract. You can click on the project that you would like to enter a subcontract for, and you could look at the budget analysis. The budget accounts or the cost code accounts or analytic accounts are very important because when we're setting up that subcontract, we need to be able to associate the costs of that subcontract to one of the accounts on our project. So here we're looking at our budget accounts for this particular project, and we can see that we have all of these budget accounts in here. We can open them up and we can see that they're blue because they have not been locked and they haven't been solidified yet. But we do have all of our our budget accounts are here for this project. So one way to create a purchase order or a subcontract would be to simply, let's pick one of these, for example, our existing conditions. You could just select one of these items right here, click on the action and create a new commitment. And this is going to open up a wizard to allow us to create a subcontract for that budget line. So here we're going to create a new subcontract. If we have our vendors organized by trade, I could come through and say I'm looking for a demolition vendor, and then this would show me a listing of all of my demolition vendors. But in this database we don't have that. So I'm just going to come to my vendors and I'm going to select demo so that I can see those that have the name demo in their name. And I'm going to select one. We'll call Alba Carting and Demolition. And for this subcontract, we're going to give it a 10% retainage, and then we just hit create subcontract. Now to view that subcontract, we can come over to accounting and subcontracts. And that will take us and show us all the subcontracts that we have created for this particular project. Now notice that they're all in red. The reason they're all in red is because they're in draft mode. These have not been approved yet. And here's the one that we just barely created, Alba Carting and Demolition. Here's our cost code. It's going to automatically create a subcontract for the full amount of that budget. But if we come in here and we edit it, now we can buy this particular item out for less. We can say, this is only going to be $31,000, and there's still a 10% retainage, and then you can hit save. So now we have a subcontract for that particular vendor, and here's the amount, here's the retention, and we can see the details of that down here below. So that's the first way to enter in a subcontract. Now I'm going to go ahead and cancel this subcontract and delete it, so it's not in our system. And I'll show you the other way to do it. So we could come over here and just go to accounting, subcontracts. We can create a new subcontract from scratch. So we'll select our project, select our vendor. We're going to take that same, we'll go and we'll search for our demo, Alba Carting and Demolition. We can put in our actual start date and completed date if we want. We can decide if we're going to track retention. We are 10%. Then we're going to select our contract items. So I'm going to select add an item. And when I do that, now I have a drop down of all of the budget accounts, all the cost codes that have been assigned to this particular project. And there's my demolition. So I'm going to associate this particular subcontract to that budget account. Now here it gives me the opportunity to switch what I want to actually show to my vendor. So this is going to be demo of existing apartment. Okay. None of that is super important, but what we do care about is how much we're going to commit to this vendor. So we're going to commit to them again $31,000 with a 10% retention that automatically defaulted because we put that information up here. And now we have, again, created that subcontract. So that's how easy it is. Once we have all of these subcontracts and they're ready to go, we can save this here. But now once it's set, and if we believe in this and all of our numbers look great, we can approve and validate this and we can start collecting invoices against it. Hope that looks easy. I hope that was helpful. Let us know if you have any additional questions.